Your friend asks, "Do you like my new haircut?" It's a disaster. In that split second, your brain isn't choosing between truth and a lie. It's running an ancient survival program, and I'm about to give you the source code. Chapter 1. Society's Lubricant. Your brain forces you to tell small, prosocial lies almost every day, and studies show the average person does this 1 to 2 times just to keep life running smoothly. But imagine a world of total, unfiltered honesty. It wouldn't be a utopia, it would be a social demolition derby. Your friend asks if their new baby is cute, and your brutally honest brain blurts out, "It looks like a disgruntled pink potato." The air freezes, friendship cracks. That little white lie, "Oh, so adorable," isn't a lie. It's the lubricating oil that keeps the rusty, screeching engine of society from seizing up completely. Therefore, your brain isn't built to be a perfect truth-telling machine. It's built to be a master social mechanic. Chapter 2. The Brutally Honest Caveman. For our earliest ancestors, being kicked out of the tribe was a death sentence, and so social harmony wasn't a nice to have. It was the ultimate survival trait. But picture 2, Caveman, Og, and Zog. The chief unveils his new plan to hunt a mammoth by, let's say, politely asking it to fall in a hole. Brutal Og says, "That is the dumbest plan I have ever heard." Og is exiled, left shivering in the dark. Tactful Zog, however, says, "A bold strategy, chief, truly innovative." Zog gets an extra piece of roasted mammoth and the warmest spot by the fire. Therefore, your brain isn't descended from the one who was always right. It's descended from the one who knew when to keep his mouth shut and survive the night. Chapter 3. The Liar's Toolkit. Your brain doesn't just have one type of lie. It has a whole toolkit for different social situations, and it deploys them automatically. But think of it less like a moral choice and more like your brain is a frantic stagehand. For small, awkward truths, it grabs the white lie, wrapping the jagged edges of reality in a thick layer of soft, fluffy cotton wool. For stories where you look bad, it uses the lie of omission, acting like a frantic film editor, snipping out the embarrassing scenes before they can play. And for a boring story, it pulls out social inflation, adding spectacular CGI explosions of exaggeration to keep the audience entertained. Therefore, you're not just lying, you're instinctively performing complex social reality management on the fly. Chapter 4. The Poisonous Lie. While prosocial lies are like oil, manipulative lies told for selfish gain are a completely different chemical, and they actually trigger a stress response in the person being deceived. But the difference is visceral. Imagine the lie about your friend's terrible presentation being "not that bad" is a smooth, warm oil, protecting the delicate gears of their ego. Now, imagine lying to a coworker about a deadline so you can steal their project. That lie isn't oil. It's a clear, bubbling poison that, once poured into the system, begins to sizzle and dissolve the very metal of trust itself. Therefore, your gut feeling is right. Your body can physically distinguish between a lie that protects and a lie that poisons. Chapter 5. The Litmus Test of Intent. Deep down, your brain knows the difference between a good lie and a bad one, and brain scans even show different neural activation patterns for each. But you don't need an fMRI machine to figure it out. Your mind is already running a constant, simple diagnostic. It's one question that separates the oil from the poison. Who does this lie primarily serve? Imagine a tiny, bored accountant in your subconscious stamping the lie. If the answer is them, it gets a green social lubricant stamp. If the answer is me, at their expense, it gets a big, red, flashing poison stamp. Therefore, the brain's fundamental moral compass isn't calibrated to truth versus fiction, but to what helps the tribe versus what harms it for selfish gain. So, you see, the impulse to lie isn't some simple moral failing. It's a deeply complex and ancient social tool, hardwired into your brain for survival. The beautiful thing is, now you understand the machinery. You can see the difference between the oil that keeps society moving and the poison that corrodes it. This knowledge gives you the power to use your words more consciously, and ultimately, become a more honest and effective person. If you enjoy decoding the beautiful chaos of the human mind, subscribe for more ways to understand the psychological software you're running every single day.